thing. For the future, the next level of it is even more amazing. See, some of you have got a chance to go on a missions trip, but all of you need to. And so that's the thing we're believing for, is that next level, that missions trip engagement, that thing where missions becomes personal for you. I'll tell you the story. I was living in Mazatlan, Mexico. We were hosting teams and planting churches there. I was with my friend Tim, and we were roommates. We lived in the barrio, like way outside of the Zona Dorada. We were just way, way over there. And we would ride our bikes out, to try to get back to where the teams were every day, and the police would hit us with their cars. It was a fun time. It was a good time in Mexico. But it was interesting because, we would go and do the normal church services for the church that we were at, Centro de Vida Mazatlan, and then we would also go and do things at the prison. We would also go do church for the people who lived at the city dump, because the people would scavenge and live off of the scraps that other people threw away. And there was a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of people that lived in that community. We'd have church for somewhere upwards to 100 people a week. Just right there. And that wasn't all the community. That was just who showed up for this service. And we were doing that one day. We were hosting a team from Arizona, and we were doing that one day, and we were in the back of the pickup truck, and we had been playing worship set that day. And so myself and my friend Tim is a guitarist, and he's playing the music, and we're kind of singing along, and we're just having a good time. And then we just kind of hits us because there's like trash and debris that's just blowing in the air as we drive away. How many people know what I'm talking about? This is pre-mask. There's no masks at that time. So we just had anything in the air was now in your mouth. How many people know what I'm talking about? Yeah, right? So we're singing like, tú tienes fe con un grano de mostaza, eso lo dice el Señor. We're like, yeah, it is fe. And I look over at Tim, and his mouth is completely full of dirt and mud because we're singing. And he looks at me, and my mouth is full of dirt and mud and whatever else is in the air from the trash heap. And we start laughing so hard, and we're spitting out, mud on our shirt, worshiping God at the trash dump. We won't take you to put mud in your mouth at a trash dump, but we do want you to engage in missions. We do want you to have that personal story, the one that makes you want to give to people and see the light of God go forward. When we talk about Judea, Samaria, to the ends of the earth, we talk about what you and I are supposed to do. When we talk about the future of our church, it's what you and I are supposed to do because God has planted us here. And so we're supposed to grow here. And so we look at that scripture in Acts 1:8, but you will receive power. It's personal to you. You will receive power. And when you do, then you should start right where you're at and be light. And then from that point to the region, into the lands beyond, you're supposed to go and make disciples. It's not Pastor Jay's job or, this Christian leader's job. It's your job. It's our job.